science in a popular car commercial stack up in the real world? Will the car dropped from the sky fall flat and accurately? And would the car on the ground beat the falling car in a race over 4,000 feet? But so far, it's not looking good.
Did you see how it went nose down?
It turns out falling cars don't fall flat like they do on film. At least this one didn't.
Now what we're going to do is take up another car over 400 feet, drop it again. This way we have a bigger sample size. Let's take it up. I know it seems a little gratuitous, but I mean, it's for science, so it's worth it.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go!
Look at the car!
Once again, it was a four-wheeled nose-diving missile with no hint of the flat flight from the commercial, which has got the guys thinking. Maybe they need to match the myth more accurately.
So we're wondering, why do the cars fall nose first? Well, as it turns out, most of the cars that are at the budget end of the spectrum, the kind that we can afford to drop from a crane, have most of their weight front of center. So it actually makes sense that they'll fall nose first.
Look at that! Wow. It's big like a 7. But this isn't busted yet. Luxury cars, like the ones in the commercial, have a 50-50 even weight distribution. Now, they're engineered that way to give you a smoother ride. The clunkers we're dropping are more like 60-40. So maybe if we have a 50-50 even weight distribution, we'll get a nice flat fall.
That looks good. It looks really good.
What the team have done is load this car's trunk with enough junk to give it the same balance as the luxury model in the myth.
3, 2, 1, go!
Shockwave?
Yes! Go! This drop couldn't have gone smoother. We dropped a car with 50-50 weight distribution and it fell completely horizontal.
Now that doesn't mean when we drop it from a helicopter at 4,000 feet that's going to happen, but at least so far the myth is looking pretty good. There might be some truth in this one.
Okay, so what's next?
Full scale it is.
Yep, let's get out to the desert and start dropping cars from the helicopter.
Well, first we need to find 2 luxury cars that are balanced just like the ones in the commercial because we've seen how crucial that is.
Right, because if the falling car doesn't fall flat like it does in the ad, it'll have less drag and it could fall quicker, which would be bad news for the myth.
Right, and we also have a lot of work to do on the ground car to remote control it.
What? You mean I don't get to drive this car?
Nope. To do this safely, the car will be in the remote control hands of Grant, our resident joystick junkie.
He's starting to move up in the world.
I do love a luxury car.
In order to get the car to the X, I only need 3 controls. 1, steering, obviously, just to make sure you get to the X. It needs to come up just a hair. 2, throttle, to make sure I'm going the right speed.
Ha! Perfect.
And finally, brake.
So with Grant's fake feet fitting like a glove and his robo-hands pointing in the right direction, the next step is to get eyes on the prize.
Now, another big challenge is getting to the X. Remember, I'm not going to be anywhere near this car. I'm going to be over 4,000 feet away, so I won't be able to see where the car's going.
Yeah, I look taller on TV.
That's why I've got a small camera that's going to be mounted to the hood, and that's going to transmit a signal to wherever I am controlling the car. And that camera's going to look at a line that we're going to carve in the desert that leads all the way to the X.
The remote controls aren't the only gadgets Grant's been geeking out over. He's also brought in the guys from Duotron to make sure the drop car is balanced exactly like the one in the commercial, which is achieved after Tori adds a little extra trunk junk.
There's one way to get back at your ex.
Then, with Grant fitting a long-range radio unit, the final piece of the RC puzzle is in place, and the guys are ready to hit the desert and plunge into Mythbuster history. Adam and Jamie have been waiting for 3 years to revise and supersize.
They're gonna go into the water.
No. Yes!
The myth of the compact. But so far, it ain't looking good.
Well, you know what I always say. Failure is always an option. Our 2 trucks decided to go sightseeing yesterday, but we've got them back on the line. They're back and ready for duty, and in a few minutes, we're gonna try the smashy again.
And while Jamie ensures their breakaway rope doesn't break away prematurely, Adam makes an installation piece of his favorite motto.
While this may look like a half a sentence, in fact, I've written the other half of this sentence a mile away, and yet, for a fleeting second, this sentence will be whole prior to the ultimate destruction of the concept. It's mind-blowing!
We have been trying to determine if 2 semi-tractor trailers hit each other head-on at highway speeds and there happens to be a car between them, will they, 1, smash that car as flat as a pancake? All crew, this is not a drill. We are going to go. And 2, become fused together so that they cannot be separated. Tow trucks, on my mark, start rolling in 3, 2, 1, roll. And away they go. We tried this 3 years ago, and we kind of succeeded. We tried it yesterday, and we pretty much failed. Today, we're hoping to answer this question once and for all. Come on, jump to Papa.
At 1,000 feet from impact, they hit 20 miles per hour. And there's no snapping, breaking, or shearing of ropes or cables.
So far, so good.
40 miles per hour and 250 feet. Here we go.
Well, this is definitely the point of no recovery. They're going too fast.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna work. Are they gonna hit at the same time?
Wow.
That was a magnificent test, everyone. That worked freaking perfectly!
If I was a different kind of person, I'd hug you right now.
The relief of finally pulling it off is obvious. And the immediate signs from their distant vantage point are looking good for the myth. The timing at full speed looked perfect. The trucks appear to be smooshed into one, and there's no sign of the car.
All right, let's go look at the carnage.
Okay.
Later,
This is gonna be nuts.
it's car drop chaos in the desert. But first, there's more crash test cliches.
Crashes and fire. This is awesome.
Do not try what you're about to see at home.
We consult with experts, we take every precaution, and we have years of experience in dangerous situations.
Before Carrie, Grant, and Tori demob to the desert for car drop chaos, they've got 2 more Hollywood crash tests.
That was so Hollywood!
Next, they test a scene from one of Tori's favorite movies, Mad Max. As an RV stalls across the highway, a cop car punches clean through it, able to continue its high-speed pursuit.
Now, I don't want to call Grant a prima donna, but he's been asking for a trailer for a long time.
Stop! Now I can finally say, I'll be in my trailer.
You better enjoy it, because he's not going to have it for long. With all these myths, we're looking for 2 things. We want to see if, in fact, these crashes do look like they do in the Hollywood movies, and after they're done crashing through whatever it is we're going to crash them through, will they continue to run like they do in the movies? Mr. Imahara, you're wanted on set. Grant? Grant? God, I did not want to see that.
This is trailer destruction. In 3, 2, 1, hit it!
10, 20, 30, 40,
There it comes!
60, 70 miles an hour. My trailer!
Yeah, there was nothing Hollywood about that. That was simply a car wreck.
We completely destroyed that trailer. There was no hole punch. It was